This is FanSpeak, a weekly live show where the fans of comics and its community are our guests. Hello, everybody, and welcome to FanSpeak for February 5th. Ooh, time is flying along. Of course, we're coming up on our very, very happy Valentine's Day, which is going to be upon us very quickly. But today on FanSpeak, we're going to be talking to a creator about his project, of course, and we're going to be looking forward to that. Now, I got some background music, and I know what that is. It's cueing me. It's setting me up for what I need to do. And I will get there, sir. I will get there. But first things first, definitely, guys, go down and check out our links below. We're certainly happy to have everybody involved with the FanSpeak over on Facebook. It's a growing community, and there's a lot of cool stuff there. So definitely be part of that. Also, if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the like button and the bell button and the button after the bell button, because I'm sure it'll be a month before YouTube decides to put something else, another button up for us to do, or they'll just trash it all together. But whatever. If you could do that for us. But of course, the thing that helps us the most is hitting that share button and letting your family and friends and extended community know what's going on, so they can come over here and be part of what we're doing. Because we are live streamers after all. And of course, here is our namesake show today, FanSpeak. Now, I am Chester C. Budsby III, but who else is in here with us? So let's come and take a look. Now, of course, you guys know that from that land that's down below Tasmania, there floating in the Arctic ices, we have a man who is not only a lover of noodles and all things oiled, he also enjoys pie. How you doing, Kiwi?
You got like almost all of that wrong. The Tasmanian, the Arctics, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You hurt my feelings. I come onto the show, I give you my heart, I give you my love, I give you my soul even, and I even show up. And this is how you treat me.
That's
Goodness
true.
me.
And just so you know, I couldn't keep the secret, Booster. I told everyone about your new assless chaps. I'm sorry.
Ah! You bastard! That was a secret present.
It was. But anyway, guys, of course, we're very happy to have Booster in here. As always, a little bit of international flavor is what we need. Of course, we also have in here with us, we have a pixel trader. The most awesome pixel trader that could be a pixel trader. And he actually explained how he got his name the other day, and I thought that was pretty cool. But how you doing, Pixel?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just saw Scott was coming in today, and I had backed his first campaign, so I wanted to be here to show the love and see how you guys were doing.
It's cool, man. We haven't spoken to Scott in quite a while, so I'm looking forward to it. But I'm doing very well, and I can't tell you how happy I am. Booster's not a sexy person, but I'm happy to have him. But I got you, which is one of the most sexiest men alive, and I have the chairman
Oh,
too.
dear, I'm at least
Damn.
a 4 out of 10.
You are a 4 out of 10. I'd
Yeah.
agree with that. Yeah, but Pixel's a pretty boy.
20 guys, I'm in the top 18.
But let's be fair, though. Nobody holds a candle to Claudio.
Oh, that's true. Claudio rules. He's the boss.
Yeah, that's true.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for being here, Pixel. And of course, as you guys know, we have another sexy guy, but in a very kind of different way. But he's just got a sexy ass voice, though, and that's Slick Jimmy. How you doing, Slick?
I'm okay. How you guys doing?
Oh, he hit me right off there. That was like hit me in the back of the head with a sap. Damn, powerful.
Yeah.
You still dying, Jimmy? Are
He's
you
still
alright?
dying, dude.
I'm still under the weather, but I'm getting better. So
You sound better than you did yesterday. I think you took too many drugs yesterday, dude.
Too
I
much
think so
partying,
too.
bro.
I was a little goofball yesterday.
A little, yeah. That's all right though.
Little rascal.
Makes it for fun.
All
But happy to have Slick in here, and of course, I will be getting to our chairman momentarily. But before I do that, there's an introduction that must be done, and I do believe this is the point where music is cued.
Oh, no.
And, now, in the distance, a mountain raises from the plain. A purple twilight hued crosses the sky. Standing upon the mountain, lightning streaks across the sky. There, to judge whether they are worthy or not, stands the mighty lord of thunder and lightning, Thundero.
He needs a bit of microphone if he's going to do the shouting.
I don't know,
Maybe,
man.
yeah.
I don't know if he has any more in him. I think he might have reached his zenith here.
You
His
think?
absolute upper echelon of his ability to bring me in. I think Chester may have done it. I think that might be it.
I'm having fun, dude. Twilight Hue, that's pretty good. I'll take that. That's pretty good. How you doing, dude?
I am wonderful. I am resplendent as always.
Oh, there you go. I
He
like
learned a
being
new word the
respected.
other day, and he's using it all the time now. All right.
Actually, no. His other word the other day was more complicated than that. Actually,
Correct. I
yes,
dumbed it down for Booster
he
today.
did.
Oh, you
That ain't hard to do.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's true.
Oof.
Let me go over the
Oof.
chat real quick and just say hello. Let's see. We got Roger in here. We have My Pickles, which is pretty awesome. We have Flying Saucer in here. We got Sheldon Martin, awesome. And they're all giving greetings. Very nice of you guys. We got Bullet in here, who loves me the most. Yeah, awesome. Look at that. And thank you guys very much for being in here. But of course, as you know, before we get to our guest, this is FanSpeak, and therefore we have a chairman who needs to come in and address the issues of the day. Mr. Chairman.
Chester, the panel,
Yes.
all of our esteemed audience. State of comics today, good. We have before us many years for us to continue to build upon the successes that we have had few years. Independent comics has now started to thrive that we could only imagine. We set the course before us at that point for us to create comics in a way that had not been done before. My fellow Americans, the economics state of comics is good. Money is being transitioned from one to the other in that great and glorious thing that we call capitalism. There's no redistribution of comics from here to there based upon the whims of others. No, it is by each year that we can go out there and get the comic we want. Trade negotiations that have happened, that's right. Trade is open for comics. You see, we've been able to trade comics people in Australia, trade comics from the Americas all the way to China. The trade deals of comics to those who want them in China is there. Japan, all the way into Germany, and across the world, the trade of comics is going on. Independent comic creators are moving forward. They're on the rise, and their status is good. Please join with me now as we move forward into this new generation. Books, independent comics are going to be what we are, and we will remain in the following years to come to know that the state of independent comics will indeed be good. My fellow Americans, my fellow globally, continue reading and continue back. And God bless comic books.
Well, claps, everyone, claps. I don't speak robot. Does anyone translate?
I'm
I
clicking
don't.
my fingers because I don't want to trigger people.
Well, trigger away, sir.
It's important not to trigger them.
It's perfect that he
So this
froze
sounds-
on the last
I
second.
tried
I
to
feel like a
verify
beatnik.
that was
I
gonna
feel
be
like a
all right.
beatnik in the early '60s.
He didn't do the line.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh my
I didn't
lord!
know when to start
But
clapping. He didn't do the
that's
line
just
where he's
when
all
I'm.
like, "What are the fans saying? Welcome
Well,
to
he
FanSpeak."
froze. He froze.
Oh.
Welcome to FanSpeak. I know that's kind of the thing we wait for. Although the most
Finish
important.
it, DeWolf!
Finish it, DeWolf.
So what do we have? Of course, me. That's what I'm saying. What are the fans saying? Welcome to FanSpeak.
More claps. Very good. The state of independent
Good
comics.
call,
Very nice. Claps.
Very professional.
Damn,
Good
you
use.
really
Hey.
need to fix that robot crap, dude.
Booster the
killing
man,
me.
yes.
Oh, goodness. But of course, DeWolf said the most important thing
We are
from the
very
very
professional
beginning.
here.
It was very clear. He said Chester and the other apes. And that's perfect. Oh, is anyone here black? Okay, safe.
Oh, God.
Safe.
Oh!
Just to make sure.
Dude.
Well, you are.
Oh,
You're
You guys
the,
yelled at me the other day. He
spitting-
said,
the
"You can't
spitting
call
person.
black people gorillas." And I was like, "Well, I didn't
No.
call anybody a gorilla."
It's not the 80s anymore, old man.
Uh,
Well, what?
Holy
I'm
shit.
trying.
We have
I'm
to
trying
promote
to
someone's
protect their
comic today,
integrity.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can't even
Scott,
take a
bro, this is
joke.
the opportunity to just bail and denounce us. publicly.
right.
No one will blame you.
Well,
Yeah.
the joke is, Booster, is
Make a
I
public
am the most
announcement. I can all tie
gorilla-like
from
person
Chester.
here. You're right. You understand that, right?
That's true.
It is true, dude. I'm definitely built like one. Mhm. So,
Mhm. I
Anyway.
I disavow. Booster's going his own way. Catch Booster's very own show streaming soon.
finally some content. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming in here. We're going to get right into this, and we're going to come and say hello to our guest.
Oh,
And our guest today, of course, is Scott Payne, and he is the creator of Chaotic Flux. Number 2 is out on Indiegogo, and we're going to bring that up and take a look at it here in a second. But first things first, we want to say hello again, sir.
hello.
How are you doing?
Holy flux, Batman.
Holy Flux, Batman. Yeah. Did I offend you properly, Scott?
Yes, you did, sir. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That's what I want to hear. That's how it should be. All right. Well, we got the second one coming out, and I'm going to bring up the page while we're talking about it here. But you've got yourself into number 2 here, and so you're moving into the future. And so tell me a little bit before we get to the page. Tell me a little bit of what are your long-term plans? I mean, how many of these things you want to make? You think?
Yeah, I don't honestly know at the moment. The story grows a lot as I'm writing it, so and I've got a lot of ideas. There's a lot of characters. There's still a lot of things to come. A lot of characters and backstories and big events. I would, if I were to say right now, if I had to, I'm thinking at least 50 issues.
Wow.
think.
That
Yeah.
wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
you're gonna
really
be at it
lot.
for a
I've got a
while.
lot going on, so it's just. I
Goodness
mean,
gracious.
hopefully I can make it that point, but I'm certainly going to try.
Well, how many pages was number 1?
Number 1 is 26,
And number 2?
issue 2 is 28.
Okay. Oh, we've grown a little. All right. And with that
Mhm.
rate, by the time you get to 50, you're going to be printing novels. But all right, here. So as you guys see on the screen, we have Chaotic Flux issue 2, Aliens versus Monsters Part 2. Zithara is in a race against time to save an innocent family from a horrific mutant abomination. Oh my goodness. Now, usually I kind of wait till later, but this time I'm going to jump right into it. So, Scott, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this trailer. And
Okay.
as you know, I always ask the same question. Am I going to like it?
I think you're going to like it.
You think I'm going to like it? Is that a
I
promise?
think I really like it.
It's like,
Confidence.
I could promise it, yeah.
he's
I worked pretty hard on that trailer.
All right, well, fine. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna do it here right from the beginning. We're gonna see how that works out. All right, let's do like this, and then like that, and then like this, and it's not that loud. It's a little loud. Turn it a little bit more down. Ooh, nice title screens. Those are nice.
Explosions.
Yeah,
Is the audio coming through? 'Cause I'm not hearing it.
Cool.
you
Cool on
won't
the
hear it.
upper
They
end.
will though.
Okay.
Ooh, we have an information card. Oh no, the
I'm
aliens
bopping my
cannot be
head.
trusted. It's okay, Booster. We don't need you on the heavy metal side. You can stay where you are with your pink lemonade pop music.
I listen to death metal, and you know that.
I know. It doesn't make sense, but there it is. Yeah, dude, it's not a bad trailer, man. That's not a bad
Yep.
trailer at all. Straight to
It
the
works.
point, short, sweet, gives you the information. Yeah, solid trailer, dude. Good on you.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, we asked this question because we've mentioned this before, but in general, people don't watch the trailer.
Mm,
But nevertheless, if you have a trailer, it needs to be punchy, and there it
right.
is. So good on you for that, dude.
Yeah.
Good
Punchy.
on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, punchy. Yep. And let's just go ahead and pull down in here. Now, we, of course, talked to you quite a while. It's been a while since we talked to you, dude, about the last project.
Yeah,
But
it's probably been too long.
yeah, well, no, you're always welcome. Of course, everyone is. But
Thank you.
let's get into the synopsis of what issue 2 is about, and let's get into it. Go ahead, man.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know the overall story, I'll start with the main pitch, and then we'll go into
Okay.
issue 2, if that's okay. So the overall story, Chaotic Flux, is about a team of unique warriors who unite and form this group called the Crimson Flame. And the Crimson Flame decide to unite to help rid the world of mutant abominations that are taken over called Dread Fiends. As well as later in the story comes into Malachar, who is a dark entity who wants to wipe out the entire human race. Fiends are actually mutants, and they were genetically engineered to be a food source in the future because there's a lot of global catastrophes and great famine going on. So they decided to make this life form that could survive in the harsh elements, but also reproduce quickly. At first, they're very docile, but then they start to mutate and get out of control and reproduce very rapidly and start to take over everything. And in issue 2, it actually picks up right where issue 1 leaves off. The family from the becoming the Dread Fiend's next meal. So the overall story that I've been pretty successful with so far, at least with issue 1 and issue 2, is really very tense, very suspenseful. A lot of action, as well as just this kind of momentum throughout the storyline. Now, there are some moments, of course, that slow down for world building and story building, but there is a lot of action, a lot of suspense in the overall story so far. And I really like stories like that, so I'm working hard to keep it in that kind of flow
Cool.
line as we go along.
Oh, awesome. And of course, I'm noticing that the art style is that same very stylistic thing you did before. Same artist as before?
Yes, Brian Belando.
All right. And I
And
noticed
same
your
colors
colors as well. Yeah, same colors. And who's that again?
That's Brian McNahee.
No.
Brian actually worked on Ravage Kill All Men, which is a real successful CG book a while back.
Oh yeah, I got it sitting right over here in the drawer. And
Oh, nice.
I think wasn't that the one with Kelsey Shannon, or was that a Jungle Book? I think it was a Jungle Book.
I don't.
That was
Yeah.
Chuck Dixon and someone else for the Kill All Men, wasn't it?
The Jungle Book was by Disney.
Yeah, that's right. Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Thank you
It's
very
been
much,
so
Chairman.
long.
That's true.
Actually, I think Dixon actually did both books.
Yeah, I think he did. I just
but
can't remember which one Kelsey
Oh.
did. But I have them both. So
right, Kelsey
either
was the
way.
other one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kelsey
the
was the other one.
jungle
Kill All
thing,
Men
yeah.
was Henderson. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That was Henderson. Yeah. Yeah. No. The question I did have a question. Listen to your synopsis there, though.
Mhm.
When the humanity, who is spaceborne, right?
I'm sorry.
Humanity, who is spaceborne, correct?
What do you mean space?
Humans are in space, right?
Oh no, it takes place on Earth.
So there is no space travel. Okay. So they create.
Well, there is, but there was an alien invasion 19
Because you
years
said
ago
alien,
in the
so,
storyline.
yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Well, Zathara is half alien and half human. The girl there you see with the blue
blue,
skin at the top left. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
And go ahead.
well, my question is this: these creatures that humanity created as a food source, they
Mhm.
are humanoid now, but I'm assuming they started more bestial in appearance.
Yeah, like I was
Oh,
saying
okay.
earlier, they do. They were more like this kind of more animal, more. Actually, my design is they're when you see them, they're more kind of cutesy in a way, I guess you could say, more just real docile and kind of innocent looking. But then they start to mutate into these horrible monsters. They can also self-evolve at will, and when they feed on a life form, they will break that down rapidly and turn that into a fuel to then allow them to mutate themselves and adapt. And they can also clone themselves. So They'll eat something, break it down, make a copy of themselves inside of themselves, and then regurgitate it, and then it quickly grows into adult form. And every new generation that gets formed is a little better than the last one. So a little stronger, a little smarter, a little faster.
I see. So it's that kind of like plague type of problem. I
Yeah.
get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting here looking at the art, and like I said, it's the same kind of stylistic thing you were doing before. I see this one
Mhm.
right here though, where the action one here, where she comes in, she rolls up, she picks up the gun, and she comes up. I like these kind of
Mhm.
things when they do it in the comics. Who used to do this? Who's the one that introduced it? Is this a Kirbyism?
I don't remember. Last time I think I remember seeing it was in a Flash comic.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about from
There was a run
back
there
in
where
the
they did it because
beginning.
it's fast movements.
Come on now, I
I'm
got
sorry.
so much knowledge sitting in here. This is a Kirby thing. He's the one who did this, right?
I don't know.
Oh God, you guys are
We'll
useless.
just say yes and move on.
Anyway, what I want to say is, I like the entry.
Yeah.
I like the role. I like
Just
the.
Kirby your enthusiasm. That's all
Thank
I'm
you,
saying.
thank you very much.
Ah.
I love the action of it.
Ah,
I think it's really
ah.
cool. It caught my eye, and that's what it's supposed to do. The only thing I
Yeah.
would suggest on this piece, though, to you, Scott, is to go
Mhm.
back to your artist and have him stretch her legs a little bit at the final pose, standing up with a gun, because she went in human sized and she came out hobbit sized.
I agree.
Dwarven legs. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it just he needs to stretch that out
Well,
a
they had
little
to
bit.
make room for the thought
What
balloon.
That I
what
know
looks
that's
like
probably what
when she
happened.
did her
Yeah.
somersault, she hit too hard and it shortened her legs. It was
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, no, because
Well,
I'm saying that's a cool panel. It's a really
Mhm.
cool panel. And if he goes back and fix that, it's going to stay a cool panel, right?
Mhm.
But he needs to fix that. But I like it though. I love those kind of things. But as I'm kind of going through the art here, and he's explaining what's laid out, you guys got any questions yet?
Crickets.
No,
Nothing
no, I
comes to
don't.
mind yet.
Okay.
Um, I'll
You
try to
actually
think
kind of
of
pointed out
stuff.
the thing I wanted to point out, so
Yeah.
Little
So,
explain.
how are you doing, Scott?
You guys are
How am I doing?
useless. You know that.
Excellent.
Absolutely fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Once again, I'm seeing the Transformer type of character again, and I do like the way your artist deals with mechanical things. I think that's very cool. Obviously, there's a touch of the Gundam and the old mecha stuff in here, which is pretty cool. And
Mhm.
I remember last time we were in here, I liked the overall art style you were going for. And I think, in my opinion, it's better than it was last time. I think he's upped his game a little bit because as I'm looking through the art, which you have plenty of, which is awesome, the only thing that's really standing out to me is that tumble. Really,
Yeah,
everything else
Funny
looks
that
pretty
I
it's
solid.
bought
funny.
this book. I remember this book, so it
Yeah,
was memorable enough to keep it in my head. Some stuff I bought, I'm just like, okay, there it is. But I remember this
That's
one.
right. I remember giving you grief over the number of the word balloons. I remember now.
yeah. But it looks
Yeah.
it looks better, dude. I like it. I think the
Mhm.
art is up. I think it looks smoother. There is less word balloons, which is good. I think,
Good for
except for this
boosting, just
page.
like three pictures.
This page.
Mhm.
But I did have another question. This doesn't mean anything, but I've been seeing a trend going on recently, and I'm kind of curious if either Scott or anybody here has an answer for it. I've been noticing that a lot of these independent artists have been coming out. Come on, get where I want you to be. A lot of these independent artists have been coming out with books that are not using the superhero proportion. They're using a more, normal human proportion. And I've been seeing a lot more of that. And I'm kind of curious, why do you think that is? It's not good or
Um.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
It's not
I'm not.
realistic.
Yeah.
Shut up, Slick.
Well,
Go ahead, dude.
I was gonna say I know when I was making or when I'm designing my characters, um, like for instance, there you see Soren in the red jacket, and he's pretty average build. Um, I mean, he's just not. His thing isn't his physical strength. He fights in an exosuit, so and he's just. I mean, he has some muscle to him. He's ex-military, but he because the exosuit he doesn't really, I guess, need that so much. Now I do have a character coming a little later named Gareth, and he's actually a really big, muscle bound, 8 foot tall swordsman with a transforming sword. So
Oh,
I guess
I see.
that would be my, you know,
Spoilers.
over the top superhero guy. Yeah.
And these suits are really big, so I'm assuming the cute creatures are mutated into much larger sizes.
Yeah, they will. They will. Well, they can do it on a limited level at first, and then they start to get better at that. But actually, their average size, when they first start out in the series, they're about the size of an SUV already, so they're already pretty big.
Yeah. No, we got an image right here showing them off there, pretty large. I think it's cool though, and like I think I said this last time. I kind of like the interesting art style. It's
Mhm.
because it is a
Thank you.
style, right? And
Yep.
that's pretty cool. And overall, what I'm seeing, I'm liking, dude.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. We're definitely getting into maybe more action than last time.
Yeah, there is more action this time around. This issue is, I mean, it's except for like I think 1 or 2 pages that is a little bit of a story, but the rest of it's just all action throughout from beginning to end, I should say. And that's kind of also something I'm working on as the story goes on is at least either have a lot of action in each issue or have big action moments, more big action moments. Like I have a lot of plans for issue 3, and there's a lot of really big fights in that one coming.
I
So,
see. Oh, cool.
yeah, just and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. I designed it as well to where I want to open the door, a little more into the world and the characters, of course, with each issue, and that entails, going a little bigger each time, a little more grand, more epic. So eventually you're going to get really big, like team up fight scenes and things like that as the team grows and so on, so forth.
Yeah. Well, no, if you go to 50 issues like that, well, the last ones are going to have lasers built in or something.
Right.
But that's cool. Now, I'm going to go over and see what the chat has to say. And of course, the chat, if you have any questions, please put them in there. But my question is, what's in the name? Chaotic Flux. Why did you choose this?
Well, chaotic flux really comes from the idea of, or at the beginning when the video when you saw that the little description card that popped up about what chaotic flux is. Basically, the idea of chaotic flux, what it means is a catastrophic event that comes about due to an entire ecosystem becoming imbalanced and just out of control. And so the idea basically behind that is that the dread fiends, we created these things, and as a food source, they started to mutate and started to spread. But also on top of that is, I haven't really talked to him much yet, but Malakar, who is this entity that exists created by the hatred of all mankind. And he exists on another plane of reality, and all of our dark, negative thoughts feed his existence. He hates his own existence, so he wants to wipe out the entire
you're in
human
a comic
race.
book.
Oh, it's a leftist. Right.
So he finds a way to interact with our world by possessing a young man named Gabriel later in the storyline, and he becomes this omnipotent being that starts to ravage the earth and wipe out the human race.
All
You
right.
hear the flux. You up.
Exactly.
There you go, Slick. Now, I'm over here looking at the chat, and I'm going to have to chastise some people. I do apologize. Sheldon Martin says Slick's voice sounds like a smooth soprano saxophone. Now, if that is a bit of nice sideways shade, I'll take that. But if it's not, you're kind of off like a lot. If I'm a tenor sax, that's a baritone, baby. All right. Let me see
Damn
here.
straight. I'm a bass sax if they have those.
They don't, but we used to have a contrabass a long time ago, I guess. But I haven't seen one of those in 35 years, I think. Let's see. Like moving down here, Sheldon says, if you hit your peak, make sure to do it in your room.
Oh,
Booster. That's definitely Booster. And Bullet says, Booster, you will
I had
never
nothing.
peak. Actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm peeking right now. Explain that.
I wait. Oh, wait. Sorry, I meant to say climax. Oh, okay, right. Goodness gracious, you people. Suka says 4 more years. 4 more years. Yeah. Okay. It
It's
sounds.
gonna happen, baby.
I think they're kind of guaranteeing it, but what they're doing. But it's interesting that you and the chairman both decided to go political today. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's see. Pixel is over here talking to the chat instead of in the panel where he is. I don't know. We have Fanatic Comics. He says, "Ah ha ha." We have Tear Sick. Cheers. Sheldon says, "I tried to decipher the one and O's, but I got lost at the end there." Okay. Trump was. Bullet says Trump was talking about DeWolf when he talked about getting people internet. Yeah, right. That's a fair dig. I'll take that.
That's a
The
fair dig.
Stuff is
yeah.
very poor internet. Very bad.
Yeah, yeah. Is Florida still there in your comic? Will my investment be safe? Bullets asks Scott.
Oh, sorry, what was it?
So
He wants to know if Florida's been destroyed where your comic is set.
Yeah, it has.
Oh
I'd
God,
imagine
Bullet.
Yes, and not because of the alien invasion. It just destroyed itself many years
Yeah.
earlier.
No,
Yeah.
Bullet's entire progeny have been wiped out. Oh no, that's
What
horrible.
a shame.
Terrasic says Jungle was Kelsey. Yeah, thank you. March Harris says Jungle Comics was Kelsey. There we go, confirming. Jimbo did
Indeed.
Ravage. That's true. That is true. It's not a deal killer, but are there any boobs in this comic? Ooh, that's a good question.
No. No,
No
it's a mature comic, but it's for the violent score and language.
All right, Scott,
The
you can
adult
get
themes,
out right
but
now, Scott.
no,
Get
fine,
out,
let me-
Scott. Let's see. Only if it's spelled bubes. Thank you. Sheldon says bubes doesn't sound bouncy though. I agree. Seems my pickles seems to think it sounds pretty cool. Awesome. Let's see. Bullet says, "Don't waste all your bandwidth on these terrible quips, DeWolf." Ooh. Ooh.
hey, yeah, you guys can make fun, and you won't be invited to the compound when the zombies come.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. See, I have my own room picked out already. But he
I
made
already
me.
told you, boys. The zombie apocalypse, it's fiction, guys. It can't ever happen, all right? The
It's a
robot apocalypse
colloquialism.
is what it's going to be.
It's a colloquialism.
Yeah, it's a cultural
Robots
meme booster.
will murder you all, and they will use the internet to do it, DeWolf.
I would love to know how the Wolf's internet can hold out for him to say that word, but literally no other word.
Because he's not streaming his camera, right?
All right, hey guys, I better run. Sorry, I got to bail out tonight.
Thanks a lot, DeWolf. I'll talk to you later, dude. Let's see here. I've almost caught up with the chat. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Tear6 said Perez did a lot in the Avengers. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to think who did it originally. Somebody introduced that idea. I think it was Kirby. I might be wrong though. Bullet says she's ducking under the thought bubble, Chester. Actually, well, thank you, Bullet. I just from looking through everything. That's the only critique I had. I think his trailer's good. I like the look of it. I think it's a cool premise. I like it overall. I just really think he needs to fix that hobbiting of his character. March Harris says, "Yeah, I've got a question, Doug. Where is my automobile?" Dong. I don't know who Dong is. I know a Wong. I've seen a Tong. Anyway, that's not going to go anywhere. Dude, where's my car? Terrasix
There's
says
a long
superheroes.
duck, Dong.
There is. That is true.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Superheroes are a hard sell on indies. Now, that's interesting you say that. Is that true? Are superheroes a hard sell in indie comics?
I think maybe sometimes, but I've seen some ones that are doing really well. So maybe it's more so you want to be careful with having too many superheroes. Maybe that's flood the market.
I guess people, want an alternative in the indie scene, right? Because the mainstream industry is already filled with superheroes. But I can see a few superheroes still doing well in the indies. I don't see it as a deal breaker.
No, I get
I
the
still love me
original.
some superheroes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Booster. I see the initial idea that indies are not superhero, but it's changed now because there's a lot more of us who've come over to the indie side because we want more superhero stuff. So I would think that would affect it, you know. But it's a fair
Mm.
question, though, Tarsik, for sure. See, Sheldon says Chester's looking and Chester's liking. Yeah, I am. Chester's voice is like a smooth kazoo. Thank you very much, Eric. That's just so sweet. Um,
That's awesome.
Sheldon says someone knows their sacks, as in ball sacks. I mean sacks. So thank you very much, Sheldon. Dead killed. A deal killed. I don't know what Pixel's on about. You know, you can speak, Pixel.
He's
I
referring to the boobs and or
Yeah.
lack of.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's Chester's new nickname, Smooth Kazoo.
Smooth kazoo.
I like it.
I
Yeah.
like
I'll
it.
take
Oh
it.
yeah.
I'll take it, dude. That sounds cool.
I looked up contrabases, and they actually have a sub contrabass that's 3 meters long.
Oh yeah, no, they have them. It's just they haven't existed for like a century, dude. I'm sure you can find them in a museum or something. Saxophones have
there
evolved
was one
into the
plant.
four. Yeah.
Well, there was one on the German stage in
Oh, really?
2017. Yeah.
Ooh, sweet. But that's cool. But they think there used to be 7 saxophones or even 8 at one time. But they've kind of condensed themselves down into the 4. But a lot of instruments have done that over the history. But anyway, Eric Hawkins says art and color is fairly solid. Much better than a lot of indie books. Looks good and sounds fun, except for the lack of boobs. Well, you got protest on your hands here, Scott.
Yes, so.
How long does it take for an issue to go from start to in a mailbox, roughly? That's a good question, Sheldon. What do you think, Scott?
Well, in the case of issue 1, because I haven't finished issue 2 yet, it's still being drawn. It's about halfway through, but a little more than halfway through. But
That's
issue
good to hear.
1, it took, I want to say, about 6 months from script to art to crowdfunding. Because we finished the whole book first on that one, and then crowdfunded and shipped it out. I actually shipped the books out a month after, or all the books got shipped out a month after the campaign ended. So the last book got shipped out exactly a month after.
That's awesome. That's about the same turnaround as the pros, actually. The companies like Marvel and DC. Cool. All right, awesome. Let me see here. March Hare says, "Oh, come on, Chester. 16 candles, Molly Ringball. I don't know what I said that caused that reaction. Anybody? Anybody?
I don't
Anybody?
remember that either.
Dong.
I have no idea.
The character. He's the foreign exchange student that winds up stealing the grandfather's.
Oh, Dong. Oh,
Long Duck
dude.
Dong.
Okay,
Maybe-
March Hare, you got me. I bow to your superiority, sir. Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
the amount of
there you go.
knowledge.
Molly
Oh,
Ringwald. Oh, what a hottie she used to be, man. Whew, Molly Ringwald.
Where's my
What's
automobile?
happening, hot stuff?
There you go. Well, it says superheroes work based on legacy. It's harder to build a superhero indie-verse. Maybe. Sheldon says Kazoo from the Flintstones. March Hare says the Great Kazoo. I'll take that. You guys can call me the Great Kazoo because that was an all-powerful alien being, and I'm good with that. Sheldon,
No.
how many pages per issue? Well, he said that. It's a standard floppy size. Long Duck Dong. Thank you. His superiority is in John Hughes' verse. Oh, all right. I've caught up with Flu Kazoo. Pixel. You can speak, you know.
I have been speaking, sir.
All right. But
Man, if only Pixel would talk
Always
in
having fun.
here.
I know, right? But all right, so we've taken a look at this, and we're going to come back and look at the perks momentarily. But I do want to cover a little bit of news today, at least. So if you don't mind, Scott, we're going to do a little bit of news. Feel free to give your opinion, all right? And and Pixel as well. You can speak, sir. You can. Okay. So
He
here
says
we
I
go.
can speak in chat.
You do. Let's go over here and take a look, see what we got. So this right here, I don't know much about,
Jeremy
but
Torres.
we're
we
going to
go?
have our booster read the headline anyway.
Alrighty. A Chris Pratt returning to TV with conspiracy thriller The Terminal List.
All right, now
What is this?
We're gonna check it out. I don't really know, but the thing is, I only know Chris Pratt from the Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess. He's the Guardians guy. Yeah.
I know him as the lead actor in the Lego movie.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
But now he did a TV thing before. It was some kind of comedy show that was quite popular. What
Yeah.
was it called?
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Parks and Recreation. And was he any good in that?
Oh yeah, he's one of the best parts of the whole show.
Oh, cool.
I mean, the main reason you'd want to watch Parks and Rec is for Ron Swanson.
Yes, but he once he started getting the bigger roles, he finished it up. That was pretty much it.
Okay. Oh, cool. I know he was on something. I know. Even
he-
though
he
I only
did,
know him from Guardians, I do like him though. I think he's a cool actor.
Yeah. Well, he did what was it? Lost
He's-
World. Or Jurassic
Oh yeah,
Park,
Yeah,
no,
he's in the
you're right.
yeah.
But that we don't mention that here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. The actor will star.
Everybody knows that Chester doesn't like dinosaurs.
I love dinosaurs, sir. If they're made
He
by Steven
reminds him
Spielberg.
too much of himself.
Oh God, here we go. The gorilla thing again.
Chester's not even old as I am.
Yeah, it's true.
He's he's Neolithic. I'm Paleolithic.
That's all right. I'm the new kid on the block, baby. Anyway, the actor will star in and executive produce a potential series. Well, is he or is he not? Why is the word potential in here? God, Jesse.
That is weird.
Anyway, series alongside Antoine Fuqua from MRC.
What kind of name is that?
The
like that
studio
name.
behind
Change the
HBO's
name.
Outsider. That Outsider thing, crap. Anyway, Chris Pratt is plotting a return to television. Parks and Recreation and Everwood. Oh, I don't know that one. Grad is reteaming with his Magnificent Seven director, Anton Fuqua. This is a weird thing. To develop the terminal list. Terminal
I'm gonna
list.
have to see what the terminal list is. What is this about?
It says it follows Reese after his entire platoon of Navy SEALs is ambushed during a high-stakes covert mission. As he returns home with conflicting memories of the event and questioning about culpability, new evidence comes to light when he discovers dark forces working against him. All right, so it's a political governmental intrigue thing. It needs to have supernatural stuff. Has to be monsters involved, or I'm not interested.
I thought us only having 2 news shows mean we get more news, not less. What is this?
Could it be Satan?
It could be Satan.
Slow news.
I wish it was Satan. Well, no, I brought it up because I know Chris is very popular, and I know he was on that show. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound very interesting to me at all. I want.
Not even remotely.
No, I want demons. All right. Anyway, next. Fine. All right.
Next.
All right. God, go ahead, Booster.
Alrighty, Harrison Ford confirmed to star in Indiana Jones 5 as producer Kathleen Kennedy denies reboot rumors.
All right, Harrison, you need
Indiana
to go.
Jones and the quest for the great white throne.
It's
It's
painful,
happening,
dude.
boys.
Oh my God, there she is. And we
Okay.
got static at the right moment too. Damn it.
If you rewind it and you see the static again, you can see her true demon self.
Oh, there it is.
coming out
There
of
it
the screen.
is. She's coming out. Yeah, it's a 22-second loop of demonicness.
Very thick neck.
Now, I don't care about that. She's an old lady. That's fine. She's just an absolute demon when it comes to, she's just mean and nasty. But I mean, come on, Harrison, dude. You need to go lay down, brother. I mean, just go take a nap and get out of it. Get out of it. Go fly your planes and crash into a mountain.
Yeah.
God.
He has a problem with gravity in more than one way.
He does. I mean, I love Harrison Ford. I've enjoyed him, but I mean, come on, we don't need any more. We don't. Damn it. Because I love
They
Indiana
played
Jones.
King Kong at like half speed.
Right. Now
Yeah,
they
yeah.
tried to with the Crystal Skull. They tried to pass it on to that frickin' Spielberg
Yeah,
baby.
Shia
What's
LaBeouf,
his name?
yeah.
Oh God! Don't
LaBeouf,
mention his
Bluff,
name. Don't
some
you said
crap
it
like that.
twice?
I
Don't
can't even say his last
Do
name,
it!
honestly. It's so bleh.
Shia LaBeouf is
Sometimes.
horrible, and that's
There you go.
unfortunate.
That's it.
But Yeah, no, I don't
He
know
was so
what this
cute
is.
in the holes, though. I mean, come on.
The guy was even in that.
He was, and
Oh,
then
Shia LaBeouf. Such a
interesting
raffle.
reference there with the holes. But yeah, I just don't get it, man. I mean, we all love Indiana Jones, but we don't need any more. It's okay.
Right.
It's all good. The first 3 movies were a nice
Well,
little wrap up. It was nice.
It's just they don't have any more ideas, so they're going this whole route.
Oh,
No,
Hollywood's
that's
get the bottom of the
basically
bucket,
Hollywood
and
in
they
a
just keep
nutshell.
scratching up more stuff and ruining more of our childhoods. So yeah, that's all they got left.
I do
If
know a
somebody
guy. Go ahead.
if somebody wrapped a baseball bat up in razor wire new IDs and hit people in the face with it, they wouldn't recognize a good idea.
Exactly.
True. I do know a guy though who actually they had multiple of these hats. Of course, they have multiple of everything. And during one scene, one of the hats got badly damaged in the scene, and but he ended up getting a hold of it. So he owns a very badly damaged Indiana Jones hat from I think the second movie. But I thought that was a pretty cool bit of memorabilia.
That's cool.
I actually have a piece of memorabilia myself. I have one. Anybody here have any memorabilia at all?
Nope.
Nobody?
Nope.
Oh wow, I have one. I have one of the Darth Vader lightsabers from Empire Strikes Back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Fun.
pretty cool. Of course, they had a bunch of them, but I've even got a certificate and all that kind of stuff with it. It's in a little glass case. It's the only memorabilia I own. So
Chester, are you a hoarder? What's going on over there, bud?
I said I have one. I have one. And it was kind of funny because I won it actually. It was a funny situation. They were doing a showing of a new movie. I can't remember what it was. It was some horrible thing. But they had it was a big production, and they had people giving away prizes, and everyone had their ticket stub. And it was actually my wife got called, but she's shy. She's nowhere she's going to go up, so I went up for her. And they had a whole bunch of us standing in a line at the front of the theater. This is before the movie started, right? And everyone had to do their best Darth Vader. And I guess I won hands down because no one else got claps, and the whole audience erupted when I did after I did mine. So I won it. That's how I
Okay,
got.
you got it. You got to do it now.
Yeah, we were to
Put
hear
yourself
your
in the spot.
everyone erupted in applause, right?
They did.
Stood
They
up
did.
and they were crying.
There was crying.
Oh my god.
There was
Yeah. All right,
lamentations
we have
even.
to hear. We have to hear it now.
No, I'm not gonna. You guys don't deserve that.
Oh,
Jeez, come on.
oh, he
Oh.
can't do it. He's full of shit.
I don't know. What did I say? I think I said something along. I did the breathing. So what was it? What was it?
Okay, you're already fired.
Thank you, Luke. Join me on the dark side. Something like that. But everyone just sucked so badly. I think is why I won it. Thank you very
Very
much.
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
But I actually do own one of the lightsabers from Empire Strikes Back for Darth Vader.
You should just say instead of doing like Star Wars, this is CNN.
Oh, there you go. That was funny. But yeah. Anyway, so I don't have much more to say about this other than please stop. Please.
Yeah.
We don't need it anymore. I mean, honestly, the fourth movie, a lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it that much, but it wasn't. It was certainly the weakest. But those 3 movies were really good. It's like it's done. It's perfect.
Yeah. It
You
was
know?
enough.
Indiana Jones in the golden wheelchair.
Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, dude. Anyway, let's move on to our next one here, Booster. Uh oh.
Disney's Bob Iger considering Mandalorian spin-off shows.
I wonder what it could be.
Mandalorian
guess?
spin-off shows. Baby Yoda's adventures.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if they tried to make a cartoon with Baby Yoda. But
Right.
Pimpin' Baby Yoda and his Twi'lek hose.
I'm thinking Muppet Baby Star Wars.
A bubble Tata
Oh.
Mixer.
Oh.
Iger, just stop, Iger. Don't leave it alone. Get your corrupt little greedy little mitts out of it, and let the people who made it great keep making it great. Stop. Just stop. You're going to kill it. You're going to choke it to death and murder it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this article actually is talking more about everything else and not about that. But I think the article does have some interesting information. It's The Mandalorian will debut and also revealed that the studio was considering spin-off shows based on its characters. During an earnings call, the exec said the Mandalorian will return in October and will run beyond season 2. Sweet, people seem to like it, including the possibility of infusing it with more characters and taking those characters in their own direction in terms of service. Well, please don't interrupt what Favreau and Filoni are doing. Please just stay out of it. All right,
Yeah.
let them do what they're doing. Mandalorian, created by Jon Favreau, has become a de facto flagship show for Disney Plus. Well, with the Star Wars series, including the world, introducing the world to Baby Yoda, easily the breakout character of 2019. It seems so. During the earnings call, Iger also said Disney Plus had reached 28.6 million paid subscribers. Damn, dude, that's better than World of Warcraft.
That's a little bit. I'm sure that's a little bit of weasel wording there because they have a whole bunch of bundles going on with other streaming services too. So
True, and
I
it's
got a
not
year
counting.
free from Verizon. That's nice.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Well, that's a smart move, right? That's good marketing.
Well,
Disney does.
I still heard that those numbers dropped a lot too after people were done with Mandalorian.
Yeah.
After they
Yeah,
finished the
bet.
season.
Yeah, but see, it's smart though because they give you a free, and then they can count you as being a subscriber, right? It's good. It's good
Right.
marketing. Let's see
Should
here.
maybe that's-
He's also talking about the August. We'll see the debut of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I'm not really very interested in. We'll see though. If the TV series follow the same formula as Mandalorian and give us just good storytelling, I'm cool. WandaVision could be actually fantastic if it's what Booster and I think it's going to be.
Hmm.
Yeah, and did you see the little trailer, Booster?
I did, yeah. They're going
Yeah.
for like a little sitcom through the ages vibe, aren't they?
Yeah, but what it did was it made me feel even stronger that of what we were talking about being being the reality of what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. It could be really cool. Loki, I'm just not interested because I know what's going to happen with it. We're not going to have Hiddleston. He's not going to be there for one episode, maybe two, maybe some flashbacks, but he's not. It's going to be someone else.
It's going to be Owen Wilson as Loki.
It is. Owen Wilson is Loki. That's what's going to happen, right?
That might actually be more entertaining.
It could be. Yeah.
Wow, I'm like a shapeshifter. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, now look at this. This is an important little sentence here. Let's read this. In the past, Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige has noted that WandaVision will lead into the film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, that is a very interesting way to phrase that, isn't it? Because the way we're looking at it before, they were basically telling us that the new Doctor Strange movie is basically a Wanda movie, a Scarlet Witch movie. Right, but now they're wording it as if whatever's happening in WandaVision will lead into Doctor Strange, not that she's actually even necessarily part of it. We know they've been kind of panicking behind the scenes, making changes over there. We know that's going on. Interesting bit of wording there. We also includes, of course, we've talked a little bit about She-Hulk, which I hope is cool. Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, which could be cool if they do it the way it originally started, and Moon Knight, which I will send a Naruto'd up booster at you if you don't get that right.
It better be Daniel Radcliffe.
It better not be.
Do you think it should be rated? Do you think it should be R-rated or mature?
Yes.
Dude, that thing should be X-rated, dude. NC-17.
I think so too. I mean, how can you not? I mean, I know the earlier Moon Knight wasn't, but to me, it's when it got really, really good is when they just went all out with the character.
They're not going to do that. It's Disney. They're not going to do that.
No, they.
Well, they did say they're making Deadpool 3 R for sure.
Well, they should do it under another heading. It should be like Marvel Knights or something like that.
Yeah,
cool.
we talked
Just
about
bring
that.
that back and do it that way.
But
just keep it and then stream it on Hulu as opposed
put
to
it on Hulu or
Disney
do it with
Plus.
their 20th century. Oh, that's right. We can't say that anymore. They cut the Fox out. Yeah. Let's see. And then, of course, the animated What If. I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do with the animated What If. It could be cool, dude.
Especially, they're doing the Marvel Zombies. I really want to see how that comes out.
I hate Marvel Zombies.
No,
Yeah,
sorry,
I
brother.
don't really give two flying fucks about
I
that.
thought it was
Well,
So
thank
interesting,
you,
but
Slick. It took you
it could have
that
been
long
better. But
to
I
give
thought
me
it
an
was interesting.
F-bomb.
You know what,
55
I'll
minutes.
back you up,
Good
Scott.
on you, dude.
I thought Marvel Zombies was fun.
Yeah,
I hated
me
it.
too.
I hated it. Hated it. Stupid. Stupid. Anyway,
the zombie genre is there's only a few things that even interest me at all in
Mm.
it ever since the very first, Night of the Living Dead. There's only a few things, and yeah,
Isn't it
I think
ironic that something about the undead as a genre will never bloody die, huh?
now the last other two things it mentions in here is Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan, which we know is shelved. So I don't know why this article is even talking about
Actually,
it.
I heard that it wasn't. I heard that Ewan McGregor was having some creative differences, but they've recently resolved it and the show's back on. But
No, well,
well,
they
this
keep
could
this
be wrong.
creative differences to just be keep Iger and Kennedy out of it.
My theory is that they're wanting to do radical things with the character that aren't along the lines of what came before, like they did with Luke, and he didn't like that.
He's gender fluid.
He better say hello there.
Whoa.
yeah, well,
He's got gender fluid all over him.
He does. And Ewan McGregor, of course, he's desperately trying to get laid from somebody because he went all super woke on us. But I do like that Diego Luna, the Rogue One prequel. That's the first time I think I've heard of that. That might be fun, though.
Those are the guys. He's not the one I want to see. I want to see the two Asian fellas. That's the guys I want to see.
Yeah, the
that would be really
Polynesian
cool.
and the Asian guy.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Of course, that would be
Actually,
kind
I
of
think they're
woke because
Chinese
they're
and
gay
Korean,
guys,
aren't they?
right?
The weird kind of
No,
Jedi,
they
but
weren't
not
gay.
really Jedi
They're
guy.
good friends.
I thought they were Chinese and Koreans. Korean.
No, he was Polynesian. One guy was Polynesian,
He
and the
was?
other guy was Donnie Yen. Was a Chinese guy.
Yeah, I know him. And he's
Donnie
like big
Yen.
star over there in China.
Oh, here in
He
Asia,
was
yeah,
a
sure.
Hitman, right?
Yeah, he
Awesome.
is.
Hitman
He's-
movies.
Yeah, they didn't use him enough. I mean, because he can be
Well, that's the
absolutely
thing here.
badass, dude.
I've said this before, and I don't know if I said it on this channel, but that was one where they really shot themselves in the foot. They're always saying they want to court the Chinese market, and then they're stupid enough to like kill off one of their major stars over there, and and then his buddy, when they could have made like buddy films with those guys that
True.
could have all kinds of
Well, they still
adventures.
could.
They
They
still
could just do
could.
prequels.
Yeah, just do prequels.
Well, they should, and then they killed K2SO, which
Yeah, but see,
still
I
annoys
love
me.
the decision that everyone died, though, Slick. I love that
No, I
decision.
don't. I don't like that. I disagree with you, and I'm right.
Okay. I do apologize, sir. I apologize.
Here's what I hope they do. In the recent game that came out where they had the Fallen Order, and they had a Jedi or a group of Jedi, and that's what you're leading. I hope they kind of do that, set to the Mandalorian style, which is kind of that game is, right? It's kind of more serious. It's not quite as like the movies are, which are just ridiculous. I hope they do that in that time frame where the purge is going on, where the Jedi are being hunted. I think that could be really very, very good if done properly. Because what they're going to do with the Obi-Wan, they're going to try and do that, but they're not going to be able to pull it off. I don't think, even though I really do want them to, I don't think they're going to, because I think Mr. McGregor and the people around it are trying to make that into something it should not be, and it's just not going to work.
And just to phrase on, I think it was Scott's comment with those two characters, or we're talking about here from Rogue One. It was stated officially by Kennedy's people that they are both gay, and it's unrequited love. So it doesn't mean anything. I like the characters.
Who was
I thought
both
they were
gay?
pretty-
The two Asian guys were gay.
Yeah. That's the official comment on it. But
No,
I
that
who
would have
cares?
really made Asians happy.
Yeah, oh no, that would have ripped them, pissed them off right, straight out. Yeah, the Asians don't. Well, actually, they don't actually care in a way. But I'm not going to get into that. But all right, interesting article actually.
How
It's
about China?
clickbait.
That's what I'm saying.
China doesn't really care, actually. I'd say the Japanese care more about homosexuality than China, but the Japanese dutifully try to openly accept it in culture. The Chinese have always had it, and they don't care. You got to keep in mind the Chinese they do have some very negative things you could talk about China, but they have good things too. And one of the good things about China, as far as cultural acceptance, homosexuals, men, women, whatever, they don't care. They never have. If you go back and watch any of those old movies, you'll see right off there are just as many women kicking butt as there are Jackie Chans, right? So I mean, Chinese are in this way are very open and open-minded society. As long as you're Chinese. Now, if you're anything else, well, you're just a dog. So that's kind of a problem. But anyway, but I thought this was a pretty good article actually. It's clickbait because it doesn't have anything to do with Baby Yoda. But I like the update, I guess. Anyway, moving on to our last story before we come back and finish out with Chaotic Flux, of course. Now, this right here is from Bounty in the Comics. And first question I have to everyone here, including the chat, is did you see Alita Battle Angel?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So if you liked it, raise your hand.
My hand is down.
Okay. Okay. Now, it's not.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie. It's a good, fun, solid movie, and I enjoyed it. And I kind of hope that they can up their game for the next one and give us something cool. I'm a fan of it. And that's a difficult thing to say because I remember the original Alita, and some of the choices they made I thought were strange, but I liked it overall. But the interesting thing to me is when this came out, it was juxtaposed against what was that movie it was going against?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, that's right. And everyone was hating on Captain Marvel. It made money, made $1 billion, suspiciously, but it still did. But the Alita movie did well, had a lot of people loving on it, a big fan base, like a fanatic fan base came out of it, and the SJWs just poured on top of this movie like crazy. And it's funny to me because if you look at the movie, it's a very female-led movie. You would think they would like it.
Yeah.
But no.
Female,
No.
Latina.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember them too. Someone was complaining that she was too sexualized, which
When?
when
Where?
that
She
happened,
has sexy
I-
robo boobies.
exactly. It's like how I don't know. It's just
it's
something
actually
else for them to pull out their ass to complain about.
It's actually really simple. The movie isn't woke. It's not preaching with crap they want
Yeah.
to preach.
Well, yeah.
It's just a movie.
And it was in
It's just a
competition with
movie,
it was competition with their shining star,
If
Captain Marvel.
They
So
can't
I didn't
tolerate.
like that.
Plus,
Yeah.
it was a small enough property that they could go all in on and not make themselves look like complete, asshats for doing so.
Yeah.
So
Well-
they don't do that big properties that sometimes they do, but they usually stay away from the too big of properties because they have huge fan bases who will just shred them apart when they do that. This one had a much more quiet situation going on, especially with Captain Marvel right there, which was huge, unfortunately. So I think that's why you see a lot of that. Plus, she's a normal, even though she's a robot, but she's a normal girl insofar as she wants normal things. They don't like that. And she is, designed to look appealing. She's attractive. They don't like that either. They hate pretty girls because most of them are hideous half-cow creatures.
I'd say she's cute. I don't know about pretty, but cute's good enough. And of course, this, to be technical about it, this is following the Ghost in the Shell format. She is an actual human brain or human consciousness that's been put into a robotic body, just like in Ghost in the Shell. So it's, I don't know. I guess, is that considered a cyborg? I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's the cyborg.
But because there's no biology, it's just consciousness. But nevertheless, she's not that anyway. But the thing that I thought was kind of interesting looking at this article was that the complaint here, which they've been SJW's been on this movie since it came out, but this Anna Menta, who's a writer for the Decider, she slammed her for looking like a woman and blamed straight men. Now, of course, what this tells me is this article here from Anna Menta. This came out in response to Birds of Prey. This has nothing to do with Alita. She was just using it as a way to just put another slap on it. Because what they're complaining about right now is you had a bunch of trolls. They're just joking with them. That were complaining like, I don't want to go see Birds of Prey. There's no tits in it, right? Even though there's nothing but women in the movie.
Yeah.
It's a joke, you idiot.
Mm.
But SJWs don't humor well, and of course the SJWs have blown up the past day or two, just attacking every man for daring to want to see a pretty woman, and that's what this is. I think this is a response to that, you know. But anyway, I don't know what else to say about it because for me personally, I enjoy the movie. I'm looking forward to seeing the second one. Yeah.
Are they making
Now
a second?
they will. I think they will. The fan base is
I,
so strong, and they did make money technically.
I
So,
believe it's.
sorry, what?
I was gonna say. I believe it's. I want to say it's Saturday morning. I want to say it's 6 Eastern time in the morning.
Hmm.
There's a call to action for everyone to. I think it's like. I want to say it popped the other day, but it's something like you tweet out hashtags. I think it's like Alita Battle Angel sequel or something like that, and the idea is to get everybody to rally together and make noise for the sequel.
Yeah.
Hoping that it would get the studio's attention to actually make it happen. But
Mhm.
who knows if that happened, but it's at least something that I think is nice that people are trying to do something to get noticed that hey, we
Yeah.
want this.
Yeah. And I don't
An
really blame
outcry.
them. I mean, you got to keep in mind. I mean, for the past so many years, there's been a dearth of good, fun movies, dude. And Alita was a fun movie. It doesn't matter if you think it's great or you want to critique its storytelling and stuff. That doesn't matter. It's just a fun popcorn movie, dude. It's that's
Exactly.
unabashed. It's not preaching anything to you at all. It's just a fun story. We want more of that, don't we?
Yes, way more.
I think.
The
And
more the better, in my opinion.
yeah. I'm talking to Thundero. If you didn't, well, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to convince him.
No, you're not going to convince me because those eyes are retarded.
Well, it is creepy. You're right, and
Yeah,
and
they're
I
too creepy. And then,
yeah.
then the movie. The problem I have with the movie isn't that it's a bad movie or that I mean I don't hate it or anything. I just didn't. It's fine. It's very meh to me. It didn't do anything spectacularly enough for me to really love it, and it's not a property I really care about. So it's like
Mm.
I'm just kind of like it's fine. If people liked it, great. I don't hate it. I think it is. I think you're right. It is what they claim to want, but they're liars. They don't know what they want. They want to bitch and moan. That's what they want to do.
That's true.
So we just need to just ignore them. That's the problem. Is people listen to these psychopaths on like Twitter or these writers for Decider like they matter. They don't matter at all. What matters is money. Money, money, money. The green is what matters.
It's true. That is true. And another thing I did appreciate it didn't follow the original story perfectly, but it did follow it respectfully. You know what I mean? I appreciated that because I know the Alita story, and there's a lot you can do with the story. Actually, it's actually much deeper than what they showed you in that movie. But anyway, let's move on and finish up the show here today by looking at the perks for chaotic
Well, hang on one
flux.
second, Chester. There is
Yeah.
one other piece of news that you probably didn't even notice.
Oh, okay.
Kirk Douglas died
What?
at 103. Yeah, a couple hours ago.
Hold on a second.
That's why I was distracted. I was reading that.
Wow.
I guess I got to put the more specific.
No.
Let's see. Media mass. That sounds scary, but all right, fine. 103. Damn, he lived a fine long time, though, dude.
Yeah. That is a very too long of a life, if you ask me.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. What? Why? No, hold on a second. We got Death of Kirk, the media mass, you idiots. You got the Death of Kirk Douglas. You put a little
This is the
tinny
little
blurb,
blurb they have on him.
Wow.
right? I mean, and one of the most
a movie legend.
un-SJW men that could ever exist. I mean, this is pure testosterone rolling off gigantic sacks, dude. That's what Kirk Douglas is. All right. And what do we have here? Around the web, a 4'4" bodybuilder finds love
Well,
with his
I gotta
6'3"
see
black
this.
transgender girlfriend. What?
I gotta see that. That now you gotta click it.
No, no. Try
you
not
have
to
to.
swallow. Japanese game show gets contestants to blow. This is your fault, Thundero. I blame you
No,
directly.
it's not my fault you don't know how to use Google there. There's one from NPR that's far better. I just put it in our chat.
NPR.
Yes, it's better than that. At least there's not random trannies and cockroach eating.
Jeez.
While Booster wants to go chase after the train wreck.
Well, yeah. I want to know about the 4'4".
See, I'm not
bloody
finding it. All right, here we go.
bodybuilder in the
It's right
panties.
there. It's the first one.
Oh my god. No, not that one. Oh my god, she's
Were there
doing that.
random
There you go.
transmissions? I mean, really? I didn't see any random transmissions.
There we go. There's the man, and
We have
he
a
died
different
at
picture than me.
103.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, he lived a good long time, so good on him for that. And let me just check here, make sure we don't have any offending material. Okay. All right. That's a
I
little
didn't see
offending.
any.
That's a bit offending. But I think she's trying to teach people how to speak properly.
What's she doing?
Yeah.
I don't
But
like it. Make it stop.
well, it
Oh,
says
it's just
women
your
are
dad block.
linguistically more advanced than men. So why do we tell them how to speak? Okay, offense has been found.
No, we tell them not to speak. We tell them to shut up.
True, that's true. But that statement is not wrong though. Women are better with linguistic challenges. They are. Yeah.
As you
They
see,
learn
yeah,
languages
yes.
quicker and better than we do. Yeah, it's simply a fact. But that's not right. It's offensive. But anyway, this is a good long article about Kirk Douglas. Someone, who is it? Bob Mondello took the time here to put some proper respect into the man. I'm not going to read it because it's probably I'm not going to read it because I'll get upset, I'm sure. But
No, it's
'cause-
pretty. It's okay. I mean,
Is
it's
it?
not. It's fine. It's it's pretty respectful. He calls him an alpha male and all this stuff, and he was a really powerful force in Hollywood to the point where all of his
Well, yeah, he
children and
refused to
grandchildren are
die.
actors,
He
are
did
very
refuse to
famous
die.
actors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean,
He's the last of pretty much the golden age.
he is.
right there.
He is.
I don't
You're
think
right.
there's anyone else.
No,
left.
they're all gone. And 103 is very impressive, dude. That is a good
Yeah.
long life. I guess we're gonna have to go watch some Kirk Douglas movies in his memory. And I haven't seen him in quite a while, but he did so many great movies, dude. I love his westerns most. Most people probably would reference his sword and sandal stuff because he did quite a bit of that. But I like him in the westerns actually. But Kirk Douglas, man, what do you guys think about his boy there?
Oh, Michael Douglas?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah.
He has a few good.
He was no Kirk Douglas.
But
No,
yeah, he was definitely
no.
not
I
his
never
dad.
had a problem with him. I like his films, and
I like
he has
Mike. I like Michael, but
has a
he's
show on Netflix that's
he's
pretty
not
good.
his dad. But you know what he did do properly. We know what he got from his dad proper. He went out and got himself a Zeta Jones is what he did.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Nothing like living with a bipolar woman.
Oh, dude, just having but yeah, he got to climb up on that though, and he had to climb too, 'cause that's freaking giant. Yeah, that's Zeta Jones, dude. For me, there's two moments in movie history that have the most beautiful example of females. One, of course, is Catherine Zeta-Jones in Zorro 2, I think. And the other one, I know he's going to shock you and you're going to yell at me, but the other one is Uma Thurman in The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Dude, because she
Oh,
went
you
and
mean
lost
that
weight
one?
and she got into that whole vegan stuff and she got ugly quick. But if you go look at her in The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, dude, it's
She
stunning.
was naked in that, wasn't she?
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes,
She played Venus.
She did. Aphrodite, yeah. And
Now I have to
yeah.
Google this.
yeah, no, dude, stunning moment on screen. And I know it's weird because Uma Thurman's kind of looks like a a horse. Anyway, let's go back over here and take a look at our project of the day. This is Chaotic Flux, of course, and definitely one of my mods. Please throw
Nice
that into the
bobs.
chat. What?
Huh?
Nice bobs. Yeah, no, she's beautiful in that moment. And it's too bad she went and got all woke and veganized herself because she made herself
Yeah.
ugly. Anyway, let's take a look at these perks here for this project, and hopefully one of my mods is putting up the link to this, please. But the first one here is a featured, which is nice. The deluxe package, and it is 2,745 Japanese yen. So tell us a little bit about this one.
The deluxe package, you get a signed copy of issue 2, as well as a PDF, and then you also get an art print and 2 character trading cards.
Nice. There you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
And that is actually good. On the art print on that one is going to be the cover of issue 2.
Oh, okay.
With
Okay.
no logo or nothing. It's just the art.
I see. All right, cool, cool. Now, the next
Sorry.
one here, of course, is just the digital version, and it's cool that you have that. We are definitely
Mhm.
support that here. But once again, I don't know. Is he charging enough? I guess in this case, because it's a floppy size, I suppose it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let me see here. The book, just the book itself, for 1,000 yen, are basically about $8, I'd say, right?
$10.
$10. Has the
Yeah.
Japanese yen fluctuated that much? Jeez.
I guess so.
Well, the Japanese government's always trying to keep it. They manufacture it. They try to keep it around 120 to 140 against the dollar. But the problem is the yen's value is actually about 70 yen to a dollar. It's much stronger than the dollar. But that doesn't benefit this country of exporters. So they're constantly futzing with it, which is should be illegal, you would think. Anyway, so that's the book itself. $10. Definitely go check it out because that's not a bad price. Now shipping, of course, you have to pay yourself. I'm assuming, right?
I'm sorry.
You pay for shipping yourself, right?
What do you mean?
Meaning I pay for my shipping. You are not
Oh
paying
yes,
for it.
yes.
Okay,
No,
good,
no.
good.
I want to say real quick too that you can get issue 1 in this campaign as well.
Oh, nice.
If you missed out on that one or whatever, or you can when you click on one of the perks of issue 2, you can add it on after at checkout, and actually you can get issue 1 and 2, the unsigned versions, and including shipping for 25,
Mhm.
and that comes to 54 pages of story.
Nice. All right.
Mhm.
$15 here. We got you can get a signed copy of the book. Sweet. We have a metallic cover. Now, is this an actual metal cover or is it just like a foil cover?
It's foil.
Oh, sweet, sweet. I
Metal
like those.
cover.
Who's doing your publishing, by the way?
This time around, we're going with Print Ninja to print it.
Okay. Yeah, no, they'll handle it just fine. They do a
Yeah.
pretty good job. I do think things like S&W Printing Solutions and some of the other ones. Is Pixel still in here?
Don't see them.
I don't see him. But you might Print Ninja's fine, dude. They'll do a good job for you, and they're reliable. But you might want to talk to Pixel because he's got a line on the printers, and you could get just as good quality, if not even better quality, cheaper. You should go. You
Really?
should go
Okay.
talk. I'm not
Okay.
dissing Print Ninja at
Is
all.
this
They do a good
right?
job. They've been really good to this
Mhm.
community. I'm just saying you might want to talk to Pixel about that.
Okay.
Rock
I'll
on.
definitely do that.
Let's see here. Metallic cover autographed. That's nice.
Mhm.
And then we have the metallic deluxe package. What's that?
That one you get the PDF again, the metallic cover signed, and then you also get 2 metallic trading cards and a metallic art print.
Ooh. Oh. Now, why are you younger folks calling them metallic and not foil?
Well, also chromium is another name for it.
That's
I
made
looked this
up.
up
You
a while
made that
back
up.
too.
That's
Yeah.
definitely made
Well,
up.
no, the people call it chromium. There's actually a
I'm
campaign.
joking,
I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know why there's so many names. I looked it up a while back too to see what the difference was, and best I got was there is no difference. It's just there's different names for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's make a decision right here for the world, and we will. Well, it'll be final choice. So everyone give their vote. Should it be foil, metallic, or chromium? Okay, foil. Everyone, raise your hand. All
I
right,
say
unanimous. There
chromium.
we
I
go.
love
It's
it.
done. It's done. All right.
I say chromium.
Yeah, no, I think chromium sounds the
Chromium.
coolest, doesn't it? It does. Yeah.
It does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. Both covers autographed. Sweet. You got the metallic one and the non-metallic one. Very nice. That's $37 maybe. We got the collector's pack. Ooh, what's this?
The collector's package is the PDF, the signed copy of the original signed copy of the metallic. You get the 2 regular trading cards and the art print, as well as the metallic trading cards and the metallic art print. And I should say too, the metallic art print is going to be different than the non. Not just the fact that it's metallic, but the actual art is going to be a different art piece than the non-metallic.
I see. I see. And
I'm
now
still deciding what that's going to be, but I'll
okay.
post it as soon as I figure that out.
Well, that's good. And you got
I'm still
17
waiting for
days
all
to
the
do
art to
so.
come in.
So
Yeah,
now,
I'm still waiting for
obviously,
the
I'm
art
going
to
to be
come in.
coming into T-shirts here because I see one right here next to me. Got a mock-up
Yep.
here, which is pretty cool. Now, I got a question to ask you guys and the chat as well. With these T-shirts, for me personally, the ones that are like this that just have a square comic book printed on them, I never cared for that much. I don't like the look of it. I know it's popular though, so I'm probably going to be outvoted. I prefer the ones that have the image on it that doesn't have any bordering. Me personally, what do you guys think
Hmm.
about that?
No, I actually agree. Just I prefer without the border myself, like just a character or something,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
dynamic looking.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Hmm.
do have, or I have done shirts like that. I have them available on my Teespring store.
Mhm.
So, if you want to, go grab one
Oh,
there, you
cool.
can totally do that.
There you go.
It just
Yeah.
I really want to do the cover for this one, and
Sure.
you know,
Well, no, a lot of people like them.
Yeah.
It's a very popular style. I just personally
Yeah.
never cared for it. But
Right.
it's
I go
cool
either
that
way
you're
with my shirts.
making them available. So, and then of course this is All Out Chaos. This is for $80, and this of course is including the T-shirt with everything else. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Sweet. All right, there it is. All right, guys. Well, I think this is a cool looking project. Second time here talking to Scott with issue 2, and it's pretty solid art. He's got definitely a concept laid out. He needs to fix the hobbiting of the character, which he's going to promise me he's going to do. So, but definitely go check it out. I think it's a good looking project. It's definitely a lot of enthusiasm and happiness behind it. And keep in mind, even if you don't back at that incredibly cheap digital level, definitely share it out, please. Hit that Facebook button, hit that Twitter button, and let people know what's going on. Because the more eyes on it, the better, right? I mean, it's the least we could do to
Right.
help out. So please do that.
And I should say too, even if it doesn't hit the goal, I did the same thing with the first issue. I'm still shipping out everything that everyone orders for the campaign.
Cool. Rock on. All right.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that issue 1 got shipped as well. Hope you come back for issue 3 sometime.
That's true. No, definitely do. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, you're always welcome here, Scott.
I will.
But let me just see if the chat has anything interesting to say. The yen got fluxed. Okay, fine. Because it's Metallica and not Folicia. Well, thank you very much there, Sheldon, for trying to explain it. But everyone thinks chromium is better anyway. It does sound cooler. Make your own collector's package. There we go. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to go through everyone here and have them give their closing statements. And I'm going to end with Scott. Now, Scott, other than just simply, giving us your last little pitch for the show, you're also responsible because you're the guest. You're responsible for namasteing us out of here. Now, what that means is after you give your last little
wise
blurb,
words.
you need to give us some words of enlightenment so that we can say namaste. And it has to be badass. It has to be awesome. It has to be truly life changing. Okay. So I'll get you in a minute.
Okay.
You'll have about a minute to think about it. So good on you. Booster, say something.
Huh? Something.
Perfect. Of course, we have Slick Jimmy in here. You got something to say, sir?
Nice to be here.
Nice.
And
Sweet. There we go.
there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Really, really, really energetic. Sir, Lord of Thunder, do you have something to say?
Oh, I hate winter. It's
I
sapped
love
all my
winter.
energy. It's snowing. It's got me all a fluster in my sinus cavities.
Mhm.
However, the good news is that book looks awesome. Everybody should go back it. and everybody be safe out there. If you're in the area where it's snowing and nasty out in America right now, or anywhere in the world, in fact, be safe out there and have a good night.
There you go. And my little comment before we have Scott finish the show up for us is do keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that if you want to keep people's opinions high of you, don't rip their speech on public TV. Probably better not to do that. Anyway, Scott, take it away, sir.
I hope that you guys enjoyed everything on the book today, and I hope that some of you consider, or if not all of you consider, go backing it. Really trying hard to get this one fully funded, and I worked really hard in the book, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So far, everyone's given good feedback on the first book. Have gotten it, like Pixel said earlier, he loved it. But thank you for having me on the show, and I would say everyone treat everyone else the way that you want to be treated, and respect people as much as possible.
Namaste.
Namaste.
That was a namaste. That was a namaste.
Namaste.
Give him the namaste.
I'm not moved, Booster. Anyway, namaste. Thank you very
Chester doesn't
much,
like
everyone.
people with respect. He's a bully.
I know. Later.
Bye.
Aloha.
Bye, everybody.